Hello, I'm Dr. Priscilla. I'm a native English speaker and I live in the US. Today, we are going to have a conversational English class with one student. I will ask the student to introduce himself. Then, for those of you who are in the same country or in the area of where this person is, hopefully he will respond in a way that is understandable to you. And for those who may have questions about what he has responded with or said, then hopefully I can, in English, explain in a different way so everyone will have a better understanding of what the topic is. So today it will be a 30-minute session, and it is about the end of New York's payphones. So let me ask our student to introduce himself. Where are you from? What time of day is it? What is the weather like? And anything else you'd like us to know.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Hussein. I'm from Algeria. I'm 27 years old, and I'm a nutrition and agri-food engineer. It's like 6 p.m. right now.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And there will be just you in the class.
Okay.
Before we start with the reading of the article, I want you to take a look at the vocabulary words that will be used in this article. There are 10 of those. I want you to pronounce each of these 10 vocabulary words and let me know if there's one that you don't understand the meaning. And if you don't pronounce one correctly, I will correctly pronounce it.
Okay.
You may
You
begin.
want me to pronounce those who are written in black?
Yes, in bold. Yeah,
In
that
bo-
is correct.
in bold. Okay. Well, the first one is currently.
Okay, that would be currently,
Currently. Area. Remaining. Take up. Crowded. Notice. Instructions. Numerous.
numerous.
Numerous. Issues. Serve.
Perfect. Did you understand each of these words meaning, the meaning of each of these?
Well, I was about to ask you about the meaning of the 10th one.
Serve.
Yep.
Okay. So when we use the word serve, it could be to prepare a meal and give it to someone to eat. So you'll be serving pasta. What is a favorite dish in your country?
Well, in Algeria, we've got many traditional dishes that are famous and very liked by people, but the most famous one is the couscous.
Okay. So what time is couscous served?
Well, it's generally served in dinner in wedding parties.
Okay. So did you notice that you used the word serve in your response?
Okay, I got the meaning.
Okay. Now, let's look at the words A through J. Pronounce all of those words for me.
Okay, matters,
Matters.
matters.
Mhm.
Pact, see, directions, many, presently, help, district, use, and surviving.
Okay. Do you have any questions about any of these words?
Well, I've got a question about the meaning of the third one from the other column, remaining.
Okay. All right. Before this session started, I said that this would be a 30-minute session.
Okay.
We have 20 minutes remaining.
Okay.
What is left for this class?
I didn't
There are
I didn't
20,
really.
there are 20 minutes remaining.
Ah, okay. It means the time that I don't know how to say it.
Yes, you do. If you only have 20 minutes remaining, how many minutes have you used if it was a 30-minute session?
30 minutes.
No.
15 minutes.
No, you have 20 minutes remaining. You've
Okay.
used how many minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes used. 10
10
minutes
minutes
used.
used and 20 minutes remained.
Do you understand the meaning of remaining?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so this is one of the things with English language learners. When you learn a vocabulary word and you learn it out of context, you know it, but you don't know how to use it. Now we have an understanding of how to serve couscous. Couscous
Okay.
will be served in the evening, and it will be served in 20 minutes from now. So we have 20 minutes
Okay.
remaining before couscous will be served. So you try to
Okay.
use the words that you learn in the context
Okay.
of a conversation. Right? Now, the
Okay.
third and last thing that we're going to do to reinforce the vocabulary words is match up as many of these 1 through 10 with A through J. Currently would be presently.
Okay.
Area would be
Area.
with the words that are given.
Mm,
With the words that are given.
I don't understand the link that exists between words from column from 1 to 10 and with the from the words from the other column.
Okay,
What's the link between them?
do you understand currently and presently?
No, I didn't understand. Why did you match them together?
Because they are synonyms. We're working with synonyms.
Ah, okay.
And the word
Okay.
synonym means similar words. For example, presently, you and I are having a conversation in Zoom. Or currently, you and I are having a session in Zoom.
Well, area would be matched with district,
Okay, good,
remaining with surviving,
good.
take up with to take up with mm, I think help. I think.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, crowded with packed.
Good,
Notice C.
excellent,
Instructions with directions. That's clear.
fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Numerous with many.
Mm-hmm.
That's lucid. Issues with matters. The first one. A. Serve with serve with views. I don't think it's accurate.
Well, it's the only one that's left. So if it isn't accurate, what other word do you think? Now, all of these could be something else. This is just a small group of words by the author. So this would be the best answer used. So what will you serve? What will you serve the couscous with? What will you use with the couscous? So serve is going to be your best answer.
Okay.
Very nicely done. Okay, now let's take a look at the article itself, unless you have more questions about what we've just done.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, now I'm actually scrolling up. I will listen to the way that you speak. If you mispronounce a word, I will correct you at the end, but I will circle it, but I won't stop you unless you make a lot of mistakes. However,
Okay.
as you're reading, if you see a word that you don't understand, don't keep reading. Let me help you understand what the word is. Okay?
Okay.
You may
Okay.
begin when you're ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
You may start reading.
I'm ready.
You may start to read now. The end
Okay.
is coming.
The end is coming for New York's public pay phones. New York City officials say workers are currently removing all public pay phones from the city's streets. Payphones used to be everywhere in the city, on every street, corner,
Okay, this is
uh,
the corner.
corner, okay, corner, and in every engineers have started the removal work by taking away 30
Okay,
payphones.
wait. You skipped an entire line.
Okay. Engineers have
In every,
started,
in every
okay,
park, in every park and public place.
in every park and public place, engineers have started the removal work by taking away 30 payphones from the Hell's Kitchen area of the city. Well, I've got a question here.
Yes.
What's the meaning of the word hell?
Okay. You told me that one of the things that you eat in your country is couscous.
Yes.
Do they serve that in a restaurant?
Yes, you can find it in a restaurant.
Okay, the Hell's Kitchen is the name of a restaurant.
Okay. In the coming months, the remaining phones, I lost the line. In the coming month, the remaining phones will go. New York City spokesman Corey Johnson told the CNN news agency that the antiquated and outdated pay phones both take up much needed sidewalk space. Removing these booths, is it pronounced booths?
That is correct.
Booths in a win for pay 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 pedestri cannot pronounce it.
Pedestrians.
Pedestrians who navigate these crowded blocks. Okay, what's the meaning of the word pedestrians?
Okay. Do you, Hassan, do you have a car?
No.
Does anyone in your family have a car?
Yes,
What
my
do they
mother
do?
has.
What does your mother do with her car?
Well, she goes shopping from time to time.
Okay, so she drives her car from time to time.
Yes.
Are there people ever walking while your mother is driving?
Yes.
Okay, the people that are walking are called pedestrians.
Okay. Okay, I got the meaning.
So
Pedestrians.
what is a pedestrian?
It's someone that we found when we are it's someone that walks outside when we are driving our car.
Very good. Okay,
Uh,
continue.
okay. Is it? I've got another question.
Yes.
Is it always pronounced in the plural?
No, because if it's just one person, it would be pedestrian. If
Okay.
more than one, is pedestrians.
Okay. Well, many New Yorkers probably won't even notice the phones are going. Most younger people have never used one. They may have to read the instructions to use a phone and scramble for coins to feed it. Modern technology means the public phone is no longer needed. Over 95% of Americans have a mobile phone. Mr. Carney said New Yorkers no longer want the phone. He said, my office has received numerous community complaints from local residents about the antiquated. Well, that's the second time I read this word.
This is
What's
the
its meaning?
this is the second time I've read this
I,
word.
okay, I read it. Well, what's the meaning of the word, please?
What is the meaning of antiquated? Let's see. Do you ever visit your grandmother?
Yes, of course.
Do you ever visit? Is your grandmother's mother still alive?
No, she passed away 3 years ago.
Okay. Did you ever visit her?
Yes.
Okay. In your grandmother's mother's home, there were probably things your mother doesn't have in her house. These would be things that would be old, like an old bedroom or an old clock or
Uh-huh.
an old phone. Do
Okay.
you think that your grandmother's mother had a cell phone?
No, I don't think so.
Did she have a phone of sorts?
No.
She never had a phone of any kind?
No, she doesn't have a cell phone.
No, not a cell phone, but any type of phone. Did she have any
Yes.
type? She did have some type of phone.
Yes.
So that would be an antiquated phone because we don't use it anymore. Something that's old and outdated, like antique. Do you know the word antique?
I know it. I've got another synonym.
Okay, good.
Archaic.
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 Okay, I think it's pronounced archaic. I think you're saying archaic
Yeah, archaic.
or
Is it
archive.
right?
Well, I don't think that you're pronouncing it right. Let me write it and see. Is it spelled Archavic? No,
Archaic.
I see. Is that the word? Archaic?
Yes, that's the word I know.
Okay, it's pronounced or. Let's pronounce it correctly. Archaic. Archaic.
Ar archaic.
It's, it's, it's the
Or
it's the H that I have with your name that I have difficulty with, but it's archaic. Archaic.
archaic.
hmm And
Okay.
archaic, antiquated, and outdated are all synonyms.
An
Okay.
antic.
And antique. Archaic,
Antique.
antique, antiquated, outdated, all of those are synonyms.
Okay. Well, which presents public safety and quality of life issues. Additionally, they take up sorely needed sidewalk space that could better save people with disabilities and families with strollers,
Stroller,
strollers,
strollers.
strollers.
Mhm.
What does the word mean?
A stroller is a device parents use to carry small babies. It has wheels on it. You push it by hand.
Okay, okay, I got you.
Okay. Now, this word here, you may not really know what it means, but it's not necessary that you know what it means to understand what the article is about. But what does this word mean? You did pronounce it correctly.
They take up sorely needed. Well, sore, or I think I know the word sore, but not the adverb sorely.
Or what does sore mean?
I think it means well, a sore. I honestly forgot the meaning.
Okay, I think, and that's what I thought you may think it means. When you have an injury and
Mm-hmm.
your skin is damaged, that would be a sore that you might need to take medicine to cure it, to get
Okay.
better. But this isn't what it means here. Sorely means something that's needed urgently, desperately, but not as if it is an injury.
Okay. Okay. Well, it means that the meaning of the word is different according to the context.
That is correct.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. All right. Any
Okay.
questions about the article that you read?
No, not really.
Okay. So you had a question about pedestrian, and you had a question about Hell's Kitchen, and
Antiquated as well.
antiquated. I want you to tell me about this article in maybe 15 seconds and be sure to use Hell's Kitchen, pedestrians, and antiquated.
Uh, well, the text is talking about the. Mm, can I see the title again?
Yeah, phone booths. It was phone booths in New York City being removed. Mm,
Okay.
The end of New York
Okay.
payphone.
Okay, payphones. Well, the text is about uh, is about the way that the the instructions that has been made by the New York society to
Mhm.
make an end for the payphones.
Okay, but I want you to use the word pedestrian and the word antiquated as well as Hell's Kitchen. So it might be in an area in New York City, a restaurant called the Hell's Kitchen, where pedestrians go there to eat, will no longer be able to find the antiquated phone booths.
I think it's a little bit rough for me, but because I'm not a native English speaker, and I need to read the text at least 2 times so as I can
Okay.
make an accurate sentence.
Okay, and that's perfectly fine. This is why the classes are here for you to learn how to grasp things quickly and use them. So now, before your session end, how has the session
Okay.
gone for you so far today?
Sorry.
How has the session today been for you?
It's great. It's been great.
All right. So now the last thing that we're going to do in the remaining minutes that we have, I'm going to ask you to try to use as many of these words as possible to explain what we've currently talked about in today's lesson. However, before you take up the challenge of being able to speak
Okay.
about this, I want to give you a few more instructions. There were several issues that you had with pronunciation. I believe I did correct them as I noticed the areas. And in
Mm-hmm.
those areas where you had long pauses, I will teach you how to focus and speak a little better. So I hope today will be of great service to you. And it was my pleasure to do this lesson. All right, so what I
Mm-hmm.
did was use all of the words except one in talking to you for a minute. Now I want you to do the same. I want you to use
Okay.
as many of these words as possible and tell me what you remember about the article. And although you may originally think that you have to read an article several times,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good thing to do. But for today, I just want you to talk about what you remember as
Mm-hmm.
fluently as you possibly can. You may start when you're ready.
Okay.
And even if you have to stop and ask questions, try to use these words over here so that they become a part of your workable
Okay.
vocabulary. You may begin
Okay.
when you're ready.
Mm, well, sure. Well, it has been noticed currently that there are there are numerous issues that are caused because of phones. Payphones causes crowded streets um, and reduces the remaining area for pedestrians. Okay. Well, there are two words left.
And
The instructions and serve. A take up as well. Am I doing great?
yeah, you're doing awesome. And most people will only get 4 or 5.
Okay.
Fantastic. You've taken up the challenge to see if you could use all of the words following the little instructions that I gave you. So this lesson has served you well. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for allowing me to present this lesson for you. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson. Would this be a lesson that you would encourage
Yeah.
others to participate in? And why or why not? Would you encourage others to
Can you repeat the question, please?
would you encourage other students to take this type lesson? If yes, why? If no, why not?
Well, I strongly recommend others to join us here because I see that the way you teach your students with the pieces of advice you give each time, and besides the
Try to use
well,
some of these words as you speak. Try
okay,
to use only if they fit. Try to use some of these words as you speak.
okay, and besides, I think teaching via an application like Zoom is very useful for people that have issues in pronunciation. It serves no, serves doesn't fit here.
Okay.
Uh,
The conversation should be fluent. So if you have to stop and try to make the words fit, they're not a part of your working vocabulary. But I've given you numerous opportunities to think about what you want to do. You can even think about what you want to take up next as a class. In the area of being on Zoom, there wasn't a huge crowd. In fact, it was just yourself. I hope that I served you well. And in the remaining time that we have, I'm going to say, I hope that you will leave feedback for those that will watch the recording. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope
well,
to see you in future classes. Okay, take care now.
well, that,
Okay, so
see you.
let me go back to the beginning. That takes care of the class today. It was my pleasure to meet you. I hope to see you again. Bye.
Well, it was a pleasure too. Thank you.
And invite all of your friends to subscribe to my channel. Bye.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.